You and the whole team at American Dog are some of my favorite people in the pet industry, so it's a thrill for me to have you on today.
Oh, well, thank you. It's likewise. I'm sure that everyone would agree with me on my team that you are. We just love working with you.
Well, thank you for that. So tell us all, what is the backstory? How did American Dog start? What was kind of the trigger point for deciding to come into the pet industry, and what was kind of the origin story of American Dog?
Sure. So our background is in design and manufacturing, and we have a lot of experience with really high-end products, tactical products and fashion products and fitness products. And we also had a couple other lines in the pet industry over the years. And so we had an opportunity to design and manufacture a line of private label made in USA toys for a large retailer. And, of course, we were delighted. It was really exciting. And so we were, kind of jumped on it. And after months of designing and prototyping, and literally we had prototypes like all over our factory, the deal fell through. And that was kind of a result of just margin constraints and some other situations. And so we couldn't go forward with it. And it was really hard on all of us, and we didn't realize how emotionally attached we had gotten to the project. So we sat around and kind of licked our wounds for months. And after a few months of just kind of, kicking it around, we decided that we really felt like we were onto something. We felt like we had a really great concept. It was right in our vein because all the products we were designing were in the 1,000 denier cordura that we're really used to working with on our tactical side. So we know it's really tough. And so we decided, you know what, we're gonna forge ahead with this. We're gonna continue to design some really cool interactive toys, and we're gonna move ahead and launch our own brand. So we debated over a lot of names and couldn't believe that American Dog was available, and snatched it up and decided to launch on Kickstarter, and the rest is history.
Cool. So, hey, before we jump into the Kickstarter stuff, you mentioned a couple things I want to make sure we have clarity for the audience. Private label. When you say private label, can you just define what that means?
So when we work with other companies who want to have their own product line and they want to have their name on it, we will work with folks like that. We do that, as you know, with you guys. But we're really passionate about, co-branding more than just private labeling. So usually we'll have it be powered by American Dog. On the Stryker side of our business, that is 100% private labeling. So what Stryker does is we basically design and manufacture for other American brands, other people that want to make their stuff here in the U.S.
Perfect. Well, that's helpful. And you mentioned tactical products a couple times. Can you define for folks what that means?
So tactical products being military products that are used on the battlefield. We make we've over the years made a lot of rucks and holsters and, just really durable, products that actually are used by soldiers.
Yeah, and I think it's really interesting with you guys, especially as a manufacturer, and the part of your manufacturing is for the pet industry, to come from that background of making really tough military-grade stuff and knowing the materials that go into it. I've always thought was it's really unique, and I've always just thought it's pretty interesting.
Absolutely. We had a unique perspective, so sort of, I feel like it kind of gave us an edge just because of what we know on the other side of our business. And we were kind of flirting with that idea, but it's really become its own animal over the years. And
no pun intended, right?
Yeah, exactly. And when we're a very creative group, so it's always like, what if we do this? And I wonder if this would work. But we just don't box ourselves in. We're sort of out of the box thinkers, and so we've kind of pushed the limits, and we're really excited with what we've done so far and what we feel like we're going to do going forward.